Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. Uh, been running kind of behind today. School started back, so things are getting crazy. It'll take me some time. I might have to adjust when we do the lives. What up, DR? What's going on with your fam? But Zebec looks like it's finally waking up. So let me know what you guys think about that. Let's start the screen share and see what we can see. Uh, Let me click to this video real quick. I got to check the door. I'll be right back.
Listen, today we're talking about the one and only Zebec Network. Now, we do have a little update from Zebec, which we will talk about before we dive into the technical analysis. We can see, right, there's supposed to be some type of space featuring some of these people, but they said that we're moving our upcoming spaces with CodaPay to next week to ensure all speakers can attend. Stay tuned for the new date. CodaPay, First International Bank, and Trust and PayBridge will all be joining us to talk about how stable coins are powering the next generation of payroll in the US. So yeah, we can see just a minor quick update right over here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just jump right into the basics. We can see right away we are rank 137 in the world, price at 0.004952. We have gone up 55% in the last month, so very nice and juicy. Currently at 439 million market cap with roughly 23 million volume in the last 24 hours. I'm gonna say it's a very beautiful graph, right? Very beautiful. We were just at the 0.002 area, mid July, and next thing you know, we pretty much like doubled. We pretty much doubled. We can see even the end of June. If we actually take the beginning of July, we went up all the way in 1 month, 140%. A little bit more actually, because I'm a little bit off. So roughly 145%. Right? That's fantastic. That is fantastic. July was a great month. I still think August is going to be a great month too. But of course, we can't just be going straight up, and up. We can see, ladies and gentlemen, that we are currently at 80,383 holders. We can see that it did slow down a little bit, right? The moment price isn't consistently pumping, we did lose a little bit of momentum in holders, but nothing too bad, right? Still 100 holders in a day. Just imagine, right? Just imagine when price was consistently going up fundamentally and we're getting roughly 200 holders. Just imagine what's going to be happening when we get the whole world onto crypto. When Zebec Network takes over the world. When Zebec literally, right? I mean, it's literally Zebec will be an international thing. It's going to change and innovate the whole game, right? People are going to be saying, hey, this person's getting paid by the second. I want that too. And next thing you know, one company is going to adopt it, another company is going to adopt it. And before you know, it's going to be a big snowball effect, which is why I'm super optimistic about this crypto. Seriously, guys, I am super optimistic about it. We can see, ladies and gentlemen, right? I wanted to click on this actually, that we can see, right? The ZBEC burn impact from ZBEC card usage. Monthly burn is 1%, and yearly burn is 12%. So we can see, you know, the more coins that get burned mean there's less supply, which automatically means price goes up. So very fantastic news, ladies and gentlemen. Very fantastic. Super optimistic about this project. Seriously am. We can see that in the last week to week and a half, I guess we kind of started this week just not too long ago. We have been selling off a little bit, but
All right, so I'm back. Got somebody doing some work outside, so I'm back and forth. What up, Crypto Days? BTM Crypto News Network, the XRP Army. That was fast. Be right back.
selling pressure has been weak, right? Without a doubt, I can confidently say the selling pressure has been weak. And, for me, this is just one of those things where it's like, yeah, we're kind of selling off, we're kind of reversing, but it's very fundamental and slow because it has a purpose, right? It has a purpose. We did just go up pretty much consistently for the last month, right? There were times, of course, we had a mini sell off of a couple percent here and there, but that's just very, very normal. But we did break out of this trend line that was super, super, narrow, super, super steep. We broke out of it just roughly 3 days ago. And ever since those 3 days, we've gone down roughly at one point 12%, now currently 8%. So not that bad of a sell-off, to be honest. If I really wanted to make it more accurate, I could debate over here, right? But still the same thing, pretty much 1% this way or that way doesn't make too much of a difference. Ultimately, right now, the goal is to see how far we go down. I don't think we're going to be selling off too far, and I don't think we're going to be selling off aggressively. All right, for me, ZPEC is trading very, very fundamentally and for a purpose. Right, the purpose is just most likely to be retesting this huge support down here. Right, we can see.
What up, Junebug? What up, William Mack? And it appears the sell-off didn't last that long. So if we look at the bubbles, ZBCN is up 6.4 on the day, 4.4 on the hour, down zero point 0.3 for the week, up 61.1 on the month, and 447 for the year. And if we look here, where is this? Well, if we look here, looks like it pushed up back to the 500. Let's see, what is this? I thought I had the 6. What the freak? The 500 on the 15-minute chart. I thought I had the 6 mark. I guess not. But you can see here we're holding steady around the 5. On the 5-minute chart, you can just see here it came up and then came back down. 1 second. Getting this work done. I'll be right back.
Lots and lots of support and resistance around this 0.0042. So that is where I still expect for us to probably tap in. But once we tap in, I would not be surprised seeing some type of momentum change, right? As of right now, right, still no confirmation for any momentum change. You could debate on the hourly, but to be honest, for me, this is more of a pullback to retest off of the zone of 0.0052, right? To retest off this to go lower, right? I'm ultimately looking to see these lows, these double bottoms over here to kind of get taken out at 0.0046. So we tap into again the 0.0042, the 0.0044 range. Okay. And that is what I ultimately believe, this recent pump of a couple percent, right? Nothing too crazy. It was probably like 4 to 5%. Oh, 9%. 9% is nothing in crypto nowadays. Let's be honest. 9% is kind of nothing. But yeah, we went up a little bit. We're selling off again. Structure still looks bearish. For me, we are still showing reversal signs. We can literally see the doji candle too, which is a massive doji. That's a massive reversal sign. So most likely we'll continue to go lower. There is a small chance that we do bounce off the 0.0048 to then re-break. If we do re-break, ladies and gentlemen, then that is already extreme bullish confirmation. And that means that the demand is so high that we don't really need a very big fundamental pullback, right? We get something kind of like the way we did here on the 17th and 18th.
Okay, I'm back again. I'm going to do this later, but we already started, so we'll go ahead and run this video and then probably pick it back up. But let's push this as much as we can. So where were we? We were here, being up 3.9 on the hour, 5.3 past 24 hours. You can see here, it looked like it pushed up, came back down. So it's battling the 0050. 1 cent for September. What up, Silver Days? What up, Yazine. What up, Peter? What up, Jingo? So back to the 5 minute chart. Looks like the RSI was up crazy to 80.4 and came back down to 67 or 65.3. RSI moving average is 68.5. Had a MACD cross and we're building volume on the 5 minute. And on the 45 minute, looks like we got several green candles. RSI is 57.2. RSI based moving average is 47.8. And we have a green candle on the 45 minute. Going over to the 2 hour chart, got a green, there it is. So we got a green candle. If we can stretch this all the way out. Building volume, RSI is 52.4. RSI based moving average is 43.7. Got some green candles here. And on the 4 hour chart, looks like it pushed up and came back down to the 005. Got a couple green candles on the 4 hour. RSI is 47.7. RSI based moving average is 42. So let me know. Do you guys think we are due for a push up? 3 cents by September. 30 to $1 by November. Peter, I hope you are right, my friend. Something telling me that this is the beginning of a whole new cycle. I think you're right, and especially with Trump mentioning that the uh, uh, tariffs won't cause inflation. And if Gary Gensler, not Gensler, Jerome Powell does something, steps down or something, I think we are going to see an explosion in the crypto market. Mudan is 5.4, Spectra is 6.7, Sui is up 5.6, Shib is up 4.2, and hold on a second.
Where we broke structure, right? Remember, we were in this kind of range here. We sold off a little bit and then we just started to bounce off, right? So something similar could technically play out where we were just kind of in this range, right? We sold off just a little bit and then we bounce up. So it's either that or a little bit further down, which ultimately doesn't really make a big difference because the goal is to look and to contest these highs over here of 0.007, right? And I do believe that's going to be sooner than later. I still believe that's probably going to be happening near the end of August. And I would not be surprised if in September we see some type of official rally. Okay. But yeah, things are looking good. Things are looking solid. I probably do also expect a little bit of a sell-off once we get to the top, something similar to this. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, have patience. We are looking very, very good. Bitcoin is still holding around 120K, which is good. Bitcoin dominance is still holding on to the 60%, but once it starts kind of selling off the 60%, then we pretty much have the beginning of altcoin season confirmed. Not the huge big rally that happens in that 4 to 6 week span, but like the start where things and momentum start changing. Okay. When we look at the total market cap, we can see we are kind of also contesting too, right? We did sell off a little bit, but we're kind of just retesting off these highs. And once we kind of break from this 4 trillion market cap, we should just be consistently going up over the next few weeks. A lot more money should be flowing to the markets, which obviously something like Zebec will, right? Zebec will benefit. We can see Ethereum has been going absolutely crazy over the last few weeks. It's already at 3,500. It's probably going to slow down once it gets to the all-time highs, roughly around 4,900. But ladies and gentlemen, this is exciting times. You should know when Bitcoin dominance starts breaking, when Ethereum starts going up, when there's more money in the markets, it's those times, those next few months that are going to be the consistent green days, the consistent pumps. And I'm super, super excited over the next few months, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot hold it back. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.
All right, so welcome back into the show today. We're going to be going live, give you guys some insights on where the market is going. Rate cuts could be on the verge of happening. My name is Paul Barron. Welcome back in. I do want to thank our sponsor, and that is our channel partner, and that is Zebec Network. You guys, of course, can learn a lot more about it. But one of the big...
That's not what we were looking for. I think the video overran there.
We've come a long way
Check
when
this
it comes
video
to
out.
technological advances in the world. You see it. You see it with AI. You see it with self-driving cars. You see it with a lot of things. But one place is still lacking is, if you think about this, payroll and businesses. I didn't know this, but 51% of small businesses, guys, would you believe they still use spreadsheets? Spreadsheets. Outdated, but they still use them. And a lot of reasons that they use them is, for one, people don't know any better. And there's nothing really came along to really help payroll move forward faster and be more reliable. Now, with that, guys, 19% of those businesses rely on manual or paper-based payroll. Guess what? I've worked in government. They still do it in government, guys. Talk about outdated. It's time for an overhaul. Now, not only that, if you look at how everything else is being updated, and I got to look at blockchain, how I'm telling you guys, blockchain is going to change.
So shout out to Grow Rich, Grow Happy. And he's right. Blockchain is about to revolutionize everything, especially from payments and actual money and payroll. I think in my previous video we went over that how antiquated and outdated the system is. So let me know what you guys think. And let's look at X real quick. So this is payroll. I like this image with the Zebec and the actual payroll button. It's actually pretty cool. Not 100% sure about this sail, right? The sailboat's kind of weird looking, but keeping it moving. Why you need 100,000 Zebec coins, Zebec Network. And I didn't look at this video yet, actually. The way things going with the repair guy back and forth. Prep it because we might have to click to this video in a second anyway. Also, only a
In the
3-minute video.
chaos of the crypto.
So this is XRP and ZBCN. Complementary use cases. Zebec Network focuses on real-time programmable payment streams such as payroll systems, cross-chain treasury tools, which could align with Ripple's focus on institutional payments, cross-border remittance. Some sources suggest that the collaboration could merge Ripple's compliance and liquidity infrastructure with Zebec's DeFi native tools, potentially bridging macro level liquidity XRP with macro and micro level programming payments from ZBCN. And this is the big question. Sam, the founder of Zebec Network, magically Simon, has become the new CEO. So I'm not sure what that shakeup is about. But let me know if you saw that in the comments. Center stage for the ones that see and believe. We're thrilled to share that Game, the one-stop hub for discovering, paying, and engaging in blockchain-enabled games, is now integrated with XDC Network. This is a quick and seamless means Web3 gamers can now enjoy low fees, fast finality, scalable infrastructure, EVM compatibility, calling the game developers and studio. Build your next Web3 gaming experience on XDC Network. Tap into thriving global community. Future of blockchain is gaming, fast, affordable, and player first. So I'm just kind of getting up to speed with XDC. So this is everyone keeps hyping up and telling me to buy Zebec, but I don't want Zebec. XRP performing significantly better. How can a Solana network coin take over global systems? It can't. XRP past year 480%, Zebec past year 439. So I'm not 100% sure what this guy's even talking about, but the upward price action will be much better with ZBCN, the Zebec Network. XRP's already at $3, so I don't know. Do what you can and do what you want. This is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. But I actually have both. So the smart thing to do would be to get both if you can afford it. Good morning. Huddle. ZBCN is on fire. Zebec Network token has surged 18.4 with its Algorand integration, enabling Algorand holders to send at 80 million plus MasterCard merchants globally. With 52 million in transactions processed in just 4 weeks, 11,900 active users across 97 countries, Zebec's real-time payroll and payment solutions are gaining serious traction. And over 4 billion tokens stacked and a market cap of 468 million, showing strong community support. Exciting times for ZBCN as it bridges DeFi with real world finance. So that makes a whole lot of sense, right? Let me see. I'm going to sell XRP for Zebec. Zebec can branch off from Solana if it wanted to, right? Correct. And I want to say with being on Solana and XRP, the rails, it doesn't really matter what network is on. It's the rail for the transaction process. He can't even, he don't even know what he's talking about. You're right, William. That guy's just talking, man. Facts, Mac. But let me check this, close this guy out. Let me see, where were we? There was another video I was looking at. I thought, oh, this guy. See what this guy's talking about with 100,000 Zebec.
Market, where countless projects survive on nothing but promises and hype. There are rare gems built on real fundamentals, delivering real utility that's live and working right now. These are the kind of plays that, if spotted early, can completely change the trajectory of a portfolio. Zebec Network is one of those gems. This is a blockchain-based continuous settlement protocol focused on payroll solutions and real-time payments, offering something the market needs today, not in some distant future. Its payroll system allows businesses and freelancers to get paid in real time, minute by minute, with stability, transparency, and efficiency. In a world where traditional payment cycles are slow, costly, and outdated, Zebec is providing a system that makes instant settlements a reality. This isn't just theory. Major partnerships are already in place, including a strategic integration with USDC, making transactions seamless, stable, and immune to the volatility that plagues many crypto payments. 2 days ago, Zebec officially hit 80,000 holders, a milestone that proves growing adoption and community trust. The network is backed by strong venture capital firms and institutional players that are pushing it to the forefront of its niche, making it the undisputed #1 in its sector. The project launched just over a year ago and is already listed on nearly every major exchange, with only Binance, Coinbase, and Kraken left to complete the picture. At a current price of $0.0048 and a market cap of around $433 million, Zebec is, in my view, extremely undervalued, especially considering its fundamentals, traction, and growth potential. Personally, I entered this play at a $90 million market cap and then made another DCA at $250 million after a significant correction from its all-time high. That correction presented an opportunity I couldn't ignore, and it's been highly profitable so far. Right now, 100,000 ZBCN coins cost around $485, round it to $500, and I believe they won't stay this cheap for much longer. This is not financial advice, but with the partnerships in place, the institutional backing, and the clear market fit, I see massive upside. In what I consider a conservative bear case scenario, Zebec can reach a $5 billion market cap, which would turn a $500 position today into around $5,800. In a more aggressive bull case, $30 to $50 billion market cap, the returns become life-changing, even if you started with what many consider a small investment. Given the momentum, the fundamentals, and the adoption curve, I'm confident that in the coming months, 100,000 ZBCN coins will no longer cost $500. They could be $2,500, $3,000, or more. That's why, in my opinion, 100,000 Zebec coins at today's price are one of the most asymmetric bets in crypto. For that reason, you need 100,000 ZBCN coins, and as I always say, in markets full of noise, fortunes are made by those who can hear the signal before everyone else. Dr. Money Glitcher.
Dr. Money Glitcher is new to me, but let me know what you guys think. If you have at least 100,000 Zebec tokens, put a fire emoji in the chat. Let us know where it's at. Don't tell us exactly how many. Just say if you got at least 100,000 Zebec, put a fire emoji in the chat. I want to see where it's at, and I also want to get a quick temperature of the Zebec tokens. So let me know also where it's at. And I usually don't do videos because they're saying you can't really play videos in your live streams anymore. So I was trying to talk, but currently we got a lot going on. So I'm running back and forth with this guy. So we might have some videos today. Let's get back to X. So OKX spot USDT 15 million. Top gainers. There's no time frame here. Perpetual protocol up 2.1%. ZBCN up 1.2. Pump fund up 1%. Biggest losers scale down 1%. Mean Fi down 9%, and Putty Penguin down 9.1%. And I want to check out this scan while we got a couple minutes. So here it is, locked and loaded for next week. This one's going to be fire. Zebec Network plus CodaPay, the first international bank and trust, and PayBridge, all in one space, breaking down how stable coins are rewriting the payroll playbook in the U.S. Stay tuned for the new date. You won't miss it. So this is the actual one of the announcements, and I actually have the announcement on here. Zebec is moving the upcoming space with CodaPay to next week to ensure all speakers can attend. Stay tuned for the new date. CodaPay. Oh, this is actually an announcement. The first international bank and trust, PayBridge, will be joining us to talk about how stablecoins are powering the next generation of payroll in the U.S. And I'm kind of wondering what happened with the management change. I don't know if that's true or that far into it. I'll find out and let you guys know. What up, Yazim? I see you out here. I see you out here. Hayward and ZBCN, baby. What up, Silver Days? This is Zebec Network, ZBCN will be defined catalyst in the blockchain revolution. Not just another project, but a force that pushes crypto into real world adoption by delivering instant borderless payroll and programmable money streams. GBIC's transforming how business pay, how workers get paid, and how value moves globally. This is the backbone technology that will power governments, enterprises, and individuals, setting the standard for the next era of finance. Zebec Network, where blockchain meets real world utility. And I like this little image. So this image might actually be on the live stream, actually. This is a quick TikTok. I think I've seen this one already, but we'll play it to be for sure. And again, dang it, bro. I will be right
In
back.
this video, what happens if we buy ZBCN with $5,000? We will analyze it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and please watch to the end to understand.
First, let's analyze ZBCL. The presence of such an uptrend is considered a very strong and confidence-inspiring structure in technical analysis. An uptrend means that the price consistently makes higher lows and higher highs over a certain period of time. This indicates that the overall market direction is upward and buyers are continuously supporting the price, especially if the trend line is placed at the lower part of the price and the price consistently reacts upward each time it touches this line. It reinforces the strength of the trend. For investors, this kind of structure increases positive expectations both in the short and long term. Because the price advancing by touching the trend line creates a sense of security in market psychology and proves that buyers step in again at every pullback. This raises the likelihood that the uptrend will be sustainable. The price moving by touching the ascending trend line also shows that the market is moving in a healthy way. Instead of moving straight up continuously, the price corrects at intervals, and these corrections continue down to the trend line. Then buyers step in again and push the price higher. This cycle balances market dynamics and helps the uptrend last longer. If the price quickly moves away from the trend line and rises too fast, the risk of entering overbought territory increases, which can cause sharper corrections. However, when the price moves by touching and holding on to the trend line, this movement appears healthier and more reliable to investors. In such cases, as long as the price does not break below the trend line, a change in the overall market direction is not expected. The ascending trend line also plays a critical role in helping investors determine stop loss and entry points. Many technical analysts viewed the moments when the price touches and reacts to the trend line as buying opportunities, because at these points, the price can often be captured at better levels, and if the trend continues, the investor gains a profitable position. On the other hand, a break below the trend line is seen as a serious warning signal. However, it is important to focus not only on short-term breaches, but on confirmed breaks based on closing prices. Because during volatile moves, there can be brief dips below the trend line, but the true direction is only confirmed by closes. Therefore, the reactions given when the price touches the trend line provide clear information about both the trend strength and market participants' expectations. From a psychological perspective, touches on the ascending trend line reinforce buyers' belief that there is a safe zone here. The upward moves following each touch cause the trend line to be perceived as an important support area in the market. This leads more investors to buy at these levels over time. Especially large investors and institutional traders consider such trend lines in their long-term strategies. Because the price steadily holding on to the trend line shows that supply and demand balance favors buyers. This is taken as a strong signal that the uptrend will continue. Another technical importance of the uptrend is that it can be seen simultaneously across different time frames. If the price moves parallel to the ascending trend line on short-term, medium-term, and long-term charts, this indicates the trend is much stronger. Because this shows not only daily traders, but also longer-term investors trust the market. In such an environment, touching the trend line generally results in a strong buying reaction. Moreover, this reduces the chance of a trend break and prepares the ground for the uptrend to continue. For this reason, price action that moves by touching the trend line is carefully watched by investors, and strategies are built around its structure. Touching the trend line in an uptrend also acts as the market testing itself. Each touch measures whether the support level remains strong. If the price meets strong buyers and bounces back up at each touch, this confirms the trend's robustness. This increases investor confidence and attracts new participants to the market. Many investors keep these touch points in mind as future buying opportunities. Therefore, the activity around this line is a sign of healthy market progress. As long as this structure holds, the price is expected to continue rising. The ascending trend line is also considered a dynamic support in technical analysis. As the price advances, the support level moves upward as well. This reduces the investor's potential loss and increases their profit. Because stop-loss levels are also moved up along the trend line, allowing the investor to stay in a safer position. From this perspective, the price moving by touching the trend line helps investors act more comfortably both psychologically and strategically. Additionally, these touches ensure the price rises in a balanced way without becoming overvalued, which is critical for long-term trends. In conclusion, a price movement progressing by touching the ascending trend line is a strong structure, both technically and psychologically. As long as the structure remains intact, the overall market direction is expected to be upward. The price reacting upward each time it touches this line reinforces the trend's strength and gives investors confidence. In such an environment, buying opportunities generally arise at these touch points. Unless the trend line breaks, the probability of the uptrend continuing is quite high. For this reason, investors closely monitor this line and plan their strategies accordingly. Especially the price moving step by touching this line is one of the most important indicators that the uptrend is healthy and sustainable. But we can't decide analysis solely based on trends. Let's also check other measures. Stay tuned. The ascending channel structure formed in the market paints a very positive.
Okay. So that should be the last interruption. What up, Crypto Clay? Zebec updated the website and has Sam as the founder. So what was he before? If you guys are watching this, what happened? I mean, I just haven't had a lot of time to do research today. Trying to figure out what's going on, actually. Let's see if I can get this screenshot real quick for the thumbnail. What the? Okay. About to say, hold up, scroll up. Okay. So now that is up. And this is a quick video from the main man, Black Roo. And I did
Really
talk to
seems
Black
to
Roo, so we're going to be doing some live streams coming up. So let me know what you guys think. And let's see what Black Roo has to say.
really seems to me like they're in the right places with the right people in order to succeed, right?
What we've noticed is that in many stablecoin ecosystems, the missing link is utility at scale. So not just minting and redeeming, but integrating into financial workflows. Sounds like Paxos with the global dollar network has solved this issue that other stablecoin ecosystems might have.
Again, if we're all about the whole follow the money thing, right? And we look at the Drapers and the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and things like that. Um, I think we found a really good one here with Zebec, and it shows. And these are the kind of people that Zebec is rubbing elbows with. Really seems to me like they're in the right places with the right people in order to succeed, right?
What we've noticed is that in many stablecoin ecosystems, the missing link is utility at scale. So not just minting and redeeming, but integrating into financial workflows. Sounds like Paxos with the global dollar network has solved this issue that other stablecoin ecosystems might have.
Again, if we're all about the whole follow the money thing, right? And we look at the Drapers and the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and things like that. Um,
So
I
I think
think
we
we found a
cycled back
really
through that again. So this is the actual announcement. We're moving our up and coming spaces next week to ensure speakers can attend. Stay tuned for the new date. CodaPay First International Bank will be joining us to talk about how stable coins are powering the next generation in payroll. And this is actually, let me check the website. So I'm trying to figure out what the freak is going on. And is this a good thing or a bad thing? What happened here? So this is the actual website. Where is the team? DPN airdrop docs helping support government team. Okay. So Simon is the CEO. So Sam is the founder. So Sam was the CEO and founder? I don't understand what's happening here. Let me know if you guys are current with what is going on. There's PayBridge, Solana, Circle, Stellar, Stand with Crypto, Near Protocol, Binance, Base, Ethereum, JP Morgan, Bank of America. Let me see. There should be some kind of press release then, right? What do you guys think? You think there is a press release about the article? If not, we'll have to look it up. But let me know if you guys have seen anything. And this is, okay, some kind of scanner. I don't even know why that even came up. But yeah, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Looks like the pages froze. Companies do switch up all the time. You're right, Clay. That's no big deal. And if he still works there, it must not have been nothing serious, right? If it was a actual crime or if something happened, he wouldn't be still working there. And for some reason, my window is froze. What the freak, geek? That's the wrong one. This one. Why is this not closing? Close out. Thank you. Close this guy out. So let's get to the holders. Currently, we're at 80,419. We're going to hit 100,000 before you guys know it, guys. We went from 60,000 to 70,000 to 80,000 since the beginning of the year. And I'm not sure why they don't show us. So last 4 hours, we picked up 40 holders. 12 hours, we picked up 34 holders. In the day, we picked up 114. 3 days, we picked up 387. For the week, we picked up 1,096. Last 14 days, we picked up 2,756. And for the month, we picked up 5,685. So let me know what you guys think about that. People were throwing shade at Sam for a rug pull he was involved in back in the day, probably just a business decision. And I was going to bring that up too, Clay. Thanks for that reminder. And someone did mention that Zebec was founded by a serious or a previous rug puller, and they're on the verge of creating a serious rug pull. And just to ease people's minds, who would go through this amount of work to rug pull, right? There's too much work, too much meetings, too many updates, too many partnerships. Even if they did rug pull in the past, I don't think they're still working on rug pulls, guys. Just an FYI there, right? So I think your money is safe. It's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. Please remember, this is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. Shout out to the BTM Crypto News Network. Man, I didn't really have a lot to put together. I just made a quick video because the XRP thing ran over and then I had to pick the kids up, so it wasn't really a lot. But I had to trying to maintain that 3:30 time slot. So I think that worked out well. Plus we got some interesting information. Be careful if you don't own Zebec token. Unlock 2 billion day 15 of August. Super bullish on Zebec. August 15th breakdown of the 2.1 billion Zebec token unlock. So this is Zebec token unlock TGE unlock. Initial token unlock at the token's generation event. Vesting schedule, gradual releases over a specified time period. Ecosystem growth, funds allocated for development and expansion. Teams and advisors lock tokens for core contributions. There was a lot of shady shit going on in the beginning. There were lots and lots of rug pulls. Definitely. Definitely. I mean, it was scam. What was it? Scam likely. But with the Genius Act being passed and the clarity, I think a lot of the rug pulls are going to get pushed out and crypto as a whole will start to stable out. One of the most bought, or at least on Uphold, do your own research. What's being bought and sold, top trending assets. Zebec 79.78%. Oh, wow. On Uphold, it's probably the top, right? XRP 61.1, 42.8 selling, 24.03 selling. Bitcoin 79.10. So it's outselling Bitcoin. That's serious, right? 25.48 selling, 74.8 buying, 27.9 selling, XLM 66.3 and 36.8. So let me know what you guys think about that as well. Here comes the wallet holding 21%. How come there's a wallet holding 21% of supply? I would love to hear the supporters of this project answer that. Why is there so much fudge? But the good thing is, if people are fudding the project, that means they're doing something right and people are nervous about it. Zebec sent 209% of the supply to 41,461 wallets that they created to make it look like there are more holders than there really are. 79,581 holders aren't even real. They're dumping on you guys, stealing your money. It's weird. There's a lot of people doing this numb nut analysis, right? What do you guys just sit around and come up with madness? This token will perform like XRP. You don't get SOX 2 compliant if you're gonna correct there, Clay. I mean, basically these guys are haters, right? Who would spend this much time to research a project you're not even investing in, right? There's a lot of hate. These are probably the guys that sold on the first dip and now they're coming back trying to drive the price down so they can get back in at a lower rate. But you missed the window, slick. Back closer to yesterday's lows than highs while the entire market rips is ridiculous. I got 2 M's for the next dead cat. Off this roller coaster, yes. Constant sell pressure, red and violet vectors everywhere despite a massive buy volume. Is there any positive in here? All these guys are. It's weird. Where's the actual real? Simply hold. Finally, somebody that makes sense. Buy and hold. You're good. ZBCN to Saturn. I know that's right. Heating up. Let's check. Where are we? Up 4%. 4%. Let me check the chart. On the 4 hour, let me check the 15. Let's check the 5 minute chart. Looks like it's flat. We're staying. Actually, we pushed up to the 0051. We started, we were at the 0050. It looks like there is a little activity starting to push up. Let's see here. Let's ask chat. Man, who really cares, right? As long as he still work there. I bought the top FOMO. Can't find any credible to-date information indicating that Sam, the founder of Zebec Network, has stepped down as CEO or has been reclassified as founder only. All official and reputable sources continue to refer to him as the founder and CEO. Imagine that. And Zebec official migration and rebranding announcements from ZBC to ZBCN. Sam is explicitly titled both founder and CEO. He's quoted in that capacity, emphasizing he's continued his leadership. In our next chapter, the Zebec Infrastructure Network, Medium post by Ella, the article assures readers that the original leadership team, including Sam, is still at the helm and continues guiding business. Early interviews and spotlights include the Beluga feature, clearly identifying Sam as both founder and CEO. Algorand and Dag both pumping. Good show. Thank you, Ali. Summary. As of now, Sam remains both founder and CEO of Zebec Network. There's no sustained news or announcement suggesting that he's succeeded the CEO role while retaining the title of founder. If you come across the claim on social media or other informational discussions, it might be speculation or based on a misunderstanding. Let me see. Let's check Algo. What's going on with Algorand? And you said dial. Holy smoly. So where is Algorand? Algorand's up 8%. And where is Dow? Dow is up 9%. Okay. Bittender's up 9% and Algo is up 8%. You're right. Calais, hope it keeps pumping and passes it on to. Hope it keeps pumping and passing it over to the Zebec Network. What up, ZBCN man? Where you been, bro? What's going on? Nothing much, just our usual Zebec discussion. Appreciate all you're doing for the community and all the posts you make. No, sir, we appreciate you. Thanks for joining. And thanks for your continuing support in the project. SOX 2 and ISO 20022 in November. Don't forget. Check back in November when we're sitting at 3 cents. Thank you, ETT 12190 19er 09er. Sorry, I had a flashback. Yes, there are. If you don't know what you hold and scared of a drop, then get out, pull all your money in a 401k, wait 30 years. Me, I'm buying when I can, don't care about DCA, just buying and holding. Thank you, Terry. Yes, there is. If you don't know what you, no, I mean, we're in it to win it. I don't give a shit what happens, right? As long as we are live and Zebec does what it say it's doing with the payroll streaming. I don't care who's running it, who's in charge, who's the CEO, and who's the founder. I got a ZBCN when it was ZBC. So we're going to ride it till the wheels fall off. Thank you for reposting the stream with ZBCN, man. No worries there. I'm still mad about this whole cubic, about all this cubic on Trade Ogre, and Trade Ogre freaking disappeared on us. I don't know what's going on, but I know Trade Ogre better run my money or something. I was on ZBCN in November, sleeper for sure. Yes, DJ Tails spying. Yeah, no, we ain't new to this. We are true to this, right? Clay, Yazim, Al, Hard Word, William, Peter. We've been here, bro. It's not nothing we just jumped on or something we're gonna jump in and jump out, bro. We're riding this all the way up or all the way down or all the way sideways. It doesn't matter much to me because we are in it to win it. Let's see. Let's go back to CoinMarketCap. See what they say with their AI. Spin LOL. Oh, DJ Tails Spin. Tailspin. Okay. ZBCN rose 5% over the past 24 hours, outpacing the broader outpacing the broader outpacing the broader crypto markets. 2.8% gain. This follows a 58% surge in the past month, driven by technical momentum and ecosystem growth. Technical breakout signals price consolidates near resistance, hinting at a bullish continual. Staking milestones over 4 billion ZBCN tokens staked, 22 million plus, signaling long-term confidence. And that's another very positive thing, guys. As soon as staking started, folks ran to it. And there's 22 plus million tokens staked. Actually, 4 billion tokens, which is about $22 million. So as everything goes, those of us that staked are going to come up like a fat rat at 15.4%. Ecosystem expansion, partnerships, Algorand and Octospace, and regulatory progress fuels adoption. Technical momentum, mixed impact. ZBCN is consolidating near the 005 after reclaiming critical Fibonacci level 23.6% at 0052 and testing resistance at its 7-day SMA. The 00536, the RSI 14 at 51.81 suggests neutral momentum, but recent bullish volume aligns with news of a potential breakout above its all-time high at the 007. I think it might push up with the movements and management. I think it's going to hit the new all-time high by the end of August. Take a picture, write it down, quote me. By the end of August, we'll be at the 007. By the end of August, what do you think about Toshi? Moran? I don't think about Toshi. No, actually, it's pretty cool. I'm just trying to get out of the meme coin business. Check the yearly growth on XRP and Zebec. How can you not be bullish? Zebec is a very low market cap compared to XRP. You are right. Obviously, the market cap is considerably lower, and XRP is already at $3. If XRP pushes up to $10, cool. If ZBIC pushes up to $1, we're coming up like a fat rat, bro. That's what XRP would have to push up $7 to push all the way up. He is back. Tony, what are you talking about? Tony, what are you talking about? He is back. What do you mean? What's going on? So back to the deep dive. We will tell stories to our children about how ZBIC made us millionaires. Right. Right. I was watching something. What was this? Sam is back. Back at the CEO? Oh, let's see. But yeah, I was watching something and they were talking about, bro, what are you talking about, Tony? What are you talking about? Yeah, I was watching something and they were talking about the reason why they had all this property and oh yeah. So the guy was saying his great grandfather bought all this property, which made them one of the largest black landholders in, I think it was Alabama. And he bought the property in the 20s. And these guys still have the property now. That's almost 20s to 40s. I don't know. It's over 100 years they've been holding on to it. So it just takes one person, you and me, and the Zebekians, to create generational wealth that, if structured right, could be passed down for generations. Or if purchased right, right? If you use your buying power at the best possible time, you could feed the family for generations, right? You know how you go to um really, really, really wealthy, not rich, but really wealthy people's house, and that one person in the picture like this, with some weird look on his face, and there's like a little gold plaque under his name, and there's like, this is where the money started. And I envision myself being like this, on the plaque with my name at the bottom. BTM is where we all started. And you know, they have a little story. BTM invested in Zebec back when nobody believed in Zebec. And now Zebec's one of the largest payroll processors on the planet. Who would have known? Right? And I'm back there smiling the whole time. You should collab with Brother Rue. Actually, I talked to Brother Rue. Brother Rue is gonna set something up next week, I guess. Not for sure, but we're working on setting it up where we can meet together and start hosting lives. But yes, Brother Rue is definitely talking to him. I watch his show. I always forget at 6 o'clock, but I'm going to try to uh meet up or talk to him so we can set up the live stream together. And definitely a big fan of Brother Rue. Go check his show out. I actually just featured him here. Check him out on X and YouTube. Good show, good content. Let me see what else we got. We didn't finish reading. I'm tripping. Where were we? Okay, here. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Where were we? 70. But recent bullish volume aligns with news of potential breakout above all-time high. I'm telling you guys, it's going to push to 0071 before the end of August. Everybody's going to be shocked. And I'm going to be sitting there like, I told you guys. Freaking told you guys. Not you guys, but I told the rest of you guys. The ZBXians know, but the rest of the crypto market, we told you guys. Get in where you can. But traders are reacting to chart patterns, including a vertical accumulation phase, which prices consolidate tightly before major moves. However, the MACD histogram remains slightly negative at the 4 zeros and a 4, indicating lingering caution. If sustained close above the 005, 23.6 fib could trigger a rally towards the 005, while a drop below the 0048 might invite profit taking. Staking surge and utility bullish impact. Overview: Zebec announced 4 billion would it be Zebec ZBCN tokens staked, approximately worth 22 million on August 6th, offering a 15% APY. I don't know about you, but I'm probably going to stake some more, right? Just staked it to test. I'm probably going to keep staking. This reduces circulating supply and reflects holders' commitment. Crypto news. You're trying to take my name? Hold up, crypto news. Hold up. Hold up. Who is this crypto news? I'm joking. I'm joking, guys. Calm down. Just a joke. But who is this crypto news? Who are you guys? Oh, you guys. Okay. Yeah, I know you guys. No worries. Here, which means staking locks liquidity, creating upward pressure on price. Combined with Zebec's payroll tools processing 43 million monthly and 230 enterprise clients, it reinforces real-world utility. Watch continued staking growth and expansion of Zebec's payment infrastructure, card, payroll across 15 chains. Regulatory and partnerships catalyst. Bullish impact. I think they added this. I don't remember this being here. I do remember a deep dive, but I don't remember 3 parts to it. It's also something very bullish. Overview: Zebec's integration with Algo, and Octaspace enables crypto spending via MasterCard. Regulatory slide: SOX 2 audits completion by August 2025. That's soon, right? It is August 12th, 20. Yeah, 18 days to complete it. MIC compliance aims to attract institutions. What this means: partnerships broaden Zebec's use cases, while regulatory progress reduces compliance risk, critical for institutional adoption. Watch confirmation of SOX 2 audit results in MICA approval in September 2025. Zebec's 24-hour rally stems from technical optimism, reduced liquid supply via staking, and tangible ecosystem growth. While short-term resistance near 005 can test the momentum, regulatory milestones and institutional demand will drive longer-term upside. Watch, can Zebec close above the August high of the 00557 to confirm a bullish continuation? See, where are we? So currently we're at the 00509. WZBCN, I did my own research before I looked at any videos. And at the time, there was only a one standard video that was up over a year ago. This hits different personally. Thank you. Research before I looked at any videos. I did not. Right. No problem there. DJ Tails. Can you imagine ISO 20022 and Coinbase, more partnerships and the bull run? Holy cow, Batman. Yes, sir, Terry Spurlock. These guys have no idea what's about to happen. We are on the verge of something major, right? It's only a matter of time before this thing starts to pop. And we're going to be front row watching the whole thing unfold. Our people flock to it and wonder how we knew. We've been holding it for some time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs. Look at the volume on the 15-minute chart. Look at the volume on the 45-minute chart. I think we are gearing up for a surge. And doesn't the Fed talk tomorrow? CPI data comes in tomorrow, I think. I don't think there is a Fed meeting, but the CPI data comes in, I think, tomorrow. So be weary of price action. But as always, I don't want to hold you guys all night. I just want to get this video in and get you guys up and going. I might do a Caspa video later. That would be the trifecta. But let me know what you guys think. If we need to add things or if there's any updates. Don't forget to follow me on X. Tell your friends, tell your moms, sisters, boyfriends, barber, we are here and we are live. But as always, let's get back to the money and stay dangerous. Miner out.